Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are, and we are live. It is What You Cooking. Yes, you know how it is on a Saturday. It is via vibe. Yes, so it's a lime, it's a vibe, it's a cook. So we're bubbling today, Verena. What's in the pot?
Well, we cooking pizza today. Hawaiian pizza.
All right.
A little Hawaiian.
Nice.
That is it.
All right. Mike, where Mrs. Lewis cooking today? Because we know you weren't cooking. Mike playing here and there.
And we got two things on. Oh, what cooking? Well, I see
That's
the
what
CEO.
you cooking, Mrs.
Well, the
Lewis.
CEO
yes.
doing something I love. I could eat every day. Dal. So she cooking that. We could not do no smoke herring. It had too much bone in it. Because it could be hard to take out that bone. It's not like a saltfish. So dal, some rice, or some bhaji and thing. You know, I just like that kind of health food. And my daughter bought some watermelon and pawpaw and thing for me. So the CEO blend up watermelon and pawpaw together. So that's what I'm drinking here.
Oh.
Okay.
So I think
healthy out today, boy.
the message is strength me back. I done.
So Mike, where the protein in that dal and where the it had no fish, it had no kind of fish.
I want to know if you're cooking fish. What you putting?
So Mike, we here and then we here.
Fish. Eh?
Dal,
It's pigtail in the dal.
spaghetti,
God.
carrots and thing. And
Pigtail in the dal, you
rice
say?
for me, because you're not eating that. Sliced dashing. And
Yeah,
So Mike,
Pigtail in the dal.
Say it again. Say it again.
you know,
No, I don't know what you're cooking.
Mike didn't know where you was cooking then, huh? Mike tell us the wrong thing. You see, look at that dashing and thing.
dashing.
Yeah.
and
It's that dashing and all kind of thing.
with what is again?
We're not doing no saltfish because the saltfish is always
no,
there.
God.
change that no, change the menu.
So I'm so
Yeah, you have to change up the menu. Thank you, CEO.
so I get no saltfish at all? None?
Dal and pigtail in the dal.
So I don't get no saltfish?
And I didn't give it a strength, no back. I'm listening to you in the kitchen.
So where you get that
So that's why I made this smoothie for you. Try to be
from?
appreciative,
So
okay?
what about the saltfish? Why we not doing saltfish today? Eh?
Then-
Oh yeah, next!
Yeah, people, so
Ah,
if you're now joining us, it's What You Cooking. So Verena and Mike, I have a question for you.
God, you start.
No, I ain't start yet. I have a question for you. We want to know in the comment section and the panel, where did cuckoo, tamarind ball, and fudge come from?
Cuckoo, tamarind ball, and fudge.
And fudge. Yeah, we want the origin as we going
Cuckoo,
forward.
tamarind ball, and fudge.
Boy, you want to go?
Right.
You want to Google that?
Wait. Cuckoo fudge, go on.
well, Jordan,
I
say
feel so
cuckoo there.
too.
What is
What
that?
you say about cuckoo, Jordan?
What Jordan say?
Oh,
Huh?
he said fudge cuckoo ball mix.
Where's that?
What?
What?
A fudge cuckoo ball mix up now.
Yes.
Fudge cuckoo ball mix.
I feel cuckoo is a probably a French dish. I don't know.
No, but
French
cuckoo have okra in it.
African.
Because it
We
has
have okra. What again? We have
African.
local. What
it have
again?
okra,
South
cornmeal,
Yeah.
American.
South American.
Corn.
Jordan say South
Corn.
American
How is that, Jordan?
African.
But the Mexicans, in Mexico,
because of the cornmeal.
the corn was something
Corn.
the Aztecs, the Maya, and then they used to really use, and it's a make. Why I think in Venezuela, I think in Venezuelan there's cornmeal Venezuelan flour. Everything is corn for them. Everything is
So,
cornmeal, but everything is cornmeal.
So wait.
here
They have a
we just
history there.
call
Oh,
Because remember,
yeah.
corn wasn't something that was
Oh, yes.
all over the place.
Yeah.
I can't see. I don't think in Africa. I doubt. Most likely.
Because
It's
when we making
America
pasta,
and
African.
black
when we
people
making
and
pasta.
African
It is African.
is.
Yes,
You
it
see, it
is.
is African.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is
so-
African. And it's have,
So
I don't know if you
South
ever watched
American.
those Nigerian movies, but they don't call it cuckoo. I can't remember the next name they call it.
Come from Africa.
Coco.
Is a different
Coco.
name, man.
Coco Lux.
It's a
Not
different
cocoa.
name.
Not
Not
Coco Lux?
cocoa. Something
Right,
with
and
maize. Probably something with maize.
Maize is corn.
But they, just,
Okay.
they don't call it cuckoo.
But look at this.
We have
So
some
when we
of them
making
make corn like that,
pastas,
then. Same there.
remember when we making pastas, we use a
But wait now,
Venezuelan
where pasta
cornmeal flour.
originate from? That's
Yeah,
Venezuelan,
South America.
Spanish.
Who's that?
Venezuela. Venezuela.
Okay.
Pastels.
Some might
But I
say
know
it might
just
be a
jumping into
Spanish
pastel.
influence.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the pastel.
the cuckoo is a African dish.
All right.
Okay.
So what is what Trinidad one with dish at all?
But remember, we have many persons who were brought here, many persons came here. So it would have been passed down through the lines,
Okay.
right? Generation through generation. So it's not like
That's all they talk
Trinidad
about
and
cuckoo. I could
Hey,
do with some
you know where
cuckoo
cuckoo
now,
come from?
boy.
With the
cuckoo,
originality of cuckoo.
kalaloo, and nice
You know how
fried
long I
fish.
eat
Is
a
the
little
originality of
cuckoo and stew
Where
fish?
you know it from?
I love cuckoo and stew fish.
I asked my daughter-in-law here, she know the originality of cuckoo. She says her mother and father just make it dice as much as she know. She said
What
dice as much.
what about tamarind ball?
Ah. So Tambran is originated from Trinidad and Tobago?
Trinidad, I know what I said.
Or is it Spanish?
It's that originated from Trinidad and Tobago.
All right.
We create that.
Right. Good.
I know we create that Verena.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know. I just believe it's Trinidad, a Trini thing.
No, but we had to look at the originality. Did they come from Africa? Did the tree come from Africa? Where did they come from?
For real, where it came from?
Yeah.
Well,
How much
that
of us
too.
know that?
It's having
That
the
too
grocery
is
now. Everything that
well,
comes
yeah. I mean, any and
It's
anybody
Africa?
making it now.
It came
Yeah,
from
that is
Africa.
Africa.
Tambran tree.
Hot tub.
The name alone indicates it can't be
Alright.
African pastel.
Okay.
It's African. Tamarind ball we talking about.
Oh, yes, sure, Tamran.
So-
So, Indian.
So it's cuckoo, tamarind ball was the next thing?
Kalalu.
Fudge.
No, we
Fudge.
talked about already. Fudge.
Fudge.
No.
Jezan, where
Fudge.
think cuckoo come from?
Fudge is not African.
What are Spanish?
Kurma.
Seems so? It
India.
seems so? Yeah.
Gulab jamun.
India.
India.
Well, yes.
Yeah, no.
Who say
We
India?
had to be
No,
very
we talking
Leon.
we asking she about the cuckoo.
So we asking
Leon.
about cuckoo,
Cuckoo.
tamarind ball, and fudge.
And
So
fudge.
anybody on the live, drop in the comment section where it is you believe
What roti? Sure,
cuckoo,
roti.
tamarind ball, and fudge originated from. Where does it came from? Yeah, where it come from?
Olia, we need to be careful with these answers, these questions, because we don't want to end up asking where women came from. That is another story.
Mike, but we ain't
But what-
talking about that.
We
We
just
talking
asking
about food.
Mike.
women,
Oh my God,
saltfish,
stop up with these kind of things.
women,
I have no idea.
saltfish,
Going off
women,
off track.
saltfish, women, saltfish.
All I wanted to know is the dal that your wife cooking if it had pigtail in it. That's all
Nah,
I wanted to
nah,
know. I like dal with
nah.
pigtail.
Nah, I just drink
Uh-huh.
that water, just so. Just so.
True.
Yeah?
It's strengthening, no. They say you must drink dal just so.
No,
Just
it's
boil
good.
some dal and thing and
Yeah.
yeah, it's healthy for you.
But
As
what
a
she
nice
does,
drink.
I tell her, make sure I'm burn the garlic, or she burns the garlic and mix it
Yes.
up.
You have to burn the garlic black. Yes.
Well,
yes.
all you have to remember, all you have to remember, the CEO is an Indian,
So she know the thing.
so she know the thing. She just burn
Right.
Dal come
everything.
from India. We know that one for sure.
She burn
That's
everything.
India.
She burn me and all.
Right, so for the hot seat question we started, we get all, so we talk about fudge.
No, we ain't know where fudge come from. Where do you
And
think fudge come
all
from?
who like tambran ball.
Yes.
I used to say about
I
3
love a
days to eat
tambran
one
ball. What do you
tambran
mean?
ball.
So you want to know the original tambran ball?
Yeah, tell us now.
Yeah,
I don't have
tell
time
us.
to go and do no
And in
research.
the meantime, between time with the hot seat,
Like,
Why doing
ladies,
they?
Oh, Leon, don't start,
What
Leon.
am
Where
I
Mike
doing
went?
there?
I right here.
right hand between the
Yeah, he blocking me. He just always do that. I tell me he had to move that logo.
right? The hot
So
seat
let me say
question
good
teacher.
morning to
Uh-huh.
a new listener. My daughter Victoria. So she's listening. She now asks if we cooking dal. Jesus Christ.
Your daughter over the age of 18, Mike.
Mike,
Yes,
what is
she's
that
very
dal
old.
gutney?
A what?
What is that dal gutney,
Hey,
Mike?
before you continue this live, where's Rihanna?
Yeah, that man.
you don't know?
We're gonna get banned.
Yeah?
She get
Mike,
banned.
I get banned.
What is
Mike,
that?
what
What?
is that dal gutney?
Tell them I want to
A
know.
dal?
Jordan
Oh,
want to know if you know what is that dal
yeah,
gutney.
Why
yeah,
Rihanna
yeah.
get banned?
Yeah. A dal gutni. A dal gutni is dal you cook. Gutni is
What is that thing?
eh? What is a dal gutni? A dal gutni. Wife? See you.
Mike don't know what
Right,
that is.
so,
I don't have a clue.
the-
Leon.
so for the hot seat, we have Giselle answering this question.
I don't answer. What
Right.
question is that?
As swizzle stick.
Dal gutney is a swizzle
And we want for Rita to answer
Serious?
this question.
Okay. Nice.
Right? Right? When last you all had a
All right, where's our bill now?
Well,
What?
yes.
What is that
Yes,
what?
when last you all had a wet dream?
I
never had a wet
dream. Oh my
Malia,
God.
I take some Tizan. I take some Tizan since last night. Shulon, you gonna make me go off, you know. You gonna make me go off. I do have a clue. I have a clue. Oh,
I don't know about
yes.
the answer. I don't
Yeah,
answer.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know about that.
I've never experienced it.
no, I had a wet dream last night. I had a real wet dream last night. Wet. Yeah. I had a wet dream.
Okay,
Yeah, wet dream.
the closest I come to a
I
wet
speak
dream,
the language.
I was sleeping with the window open and the rain, while I was dreaming, the rain blowing and wet me. I consider that a wet dream.
Yeah, well, I normally just have wet dreams every night. Every night. I just have wet dreams every
My
night.
window
Every
open,
night.
so the
Every
Hey, or
night.
they talk about wet dream and
the
Jordan
rain
going to
falling here,
sleep
so
one
my
time.
window open, so it will
Oh,
wet me.
shit. So, fudge. Where fudge came from, actually? Fudge, where fudge came from?
Yeah,
It's still, it's still a bit unclear as to where fudge come from, but it's saying America. It's like an American thing.
True.
Yeah.
But you
I
know,
would have
no,
said
no.
India.
No,
I would
India,
have said
because
from India. All the
Jizan.
sweets and thing.
Yeah,
The
Jizan.
kurma,
England here, they have a lot of
Balfi.
fudge here.
Yeah,
UK.
those Asian shops, they have real sweet thing in them shops.
Yeah, a lot of fudge here.
Yeah.
They have it in
So it
different
could be an
real
Indian
sweet thing.
delicacy.
Yeah, yeah,
Could be an Indian delicacy.
yeah.
And remember,
Why you say Indian
Yeah.
delicacy? Because they make sweets?
no.
Because-
What they have in
why?
the shops, they have a lot of fudge in different forms in the shops that they sell.
Nigerian.
I
So
would have
when you
never
look-
thought it to be Indian delicacy.
Probably. We don't know. It could be
No.
African origin. We don't know.
But they say
But,
American.
They say American.
But it could be African
So
as
when we
well,
had the
but
first fudge in
American.
Trinidad, though, when the
I
first
know.
fudge
Right.
come land in Trinidad, when?
We
When
don't
it
know.
land,
Some people,
Yeah.
before BWI went out of existence.
so the record showing that the style of fudge was a foreign thing, I wouldn't know. But some of them say they come from the States, that kind of thing. Tambran ball people. Tambran
Africa.
ball.
Africa.
Africa, we say Africa for that one.
Chika, you say that?
Yeah, I say
All right. If it come from Africa, Shulon, what was the whole aspect of the production coming from Africa? What was the production?
Well, you see, that's why I'm asking to get the views of people because tamarind the way we have tamarind ball and how we make tamarind ball might be a totally different way to how they would make tamarind ball. We would add spice and all kind of different things to give it that sweet, tangy taste. We add certain things to that, whereas they might have just roll it together with something else, right? So again,
Yeah.
we still add our vibration to something that maybe came from Africa
A
or
little garlic
India.
pepper, bandania,
Yeah, we add it.
sugar
You see
and
that
salt.
bandana? Yeah. That
That
vibration.
bandania. That's a signature in a
Right,
Trini meal, you know.
right.
Yeah.
So, with the what we going on? We got an
Well,
answer. We got an answer.
Here, I
You
answer
don't
you.
know
I
that
say
you
I
thing
asked
don't
yet.
know
about
about
wet. Good morning, Masolo Femi. You asked about wet dream. No, I mean that's a question. Is ask a man.
No.
Uh,
What kind of
No, women does have it too.
woman
Women
is
does
have
have it
wet
too. It's just
dreams? What
I
woman?
am just not one of
Chica.
them.
Chica, where's that one?
No,
Woman
I
is have
just
wet
say
dreams?
normally they ask
Uh-huh.
a man that question. That's what I say.
Yeah. Normally I
Oh,
ask a man.
but for me,
Yeah.
I normally have wet dreams, Anina, because after the shows,
every night.
I normally carry a bottle of water inside, and when the bed shake up a little bit, the bottle falls. One more wet dream, only one
Yeah,
from that.
we did
Mike,
have some.
what is that?
The bottle fall on the
Right?
bed.
Mike, Baba, I think when young men when they come into puberty, that's some of the first signs
Yeah,
of
yeah,
young guys, young boys becoming men.
yeah.
Right? So I mean it's an interesting scenario because I don't think I ever had to run and tell my mommy I had a wedding for the first time. I
Nah.
think it's something hidden. I think it's a
Casual.
taboo in the way of bringing it out to the forefront.
But Sholan, what about us as boys growing up? When your parents want to, what do you call it, take out our skin, what do you call it again?
Circumcision.
Where? What is the purpose of circumcision?
Well, that was
To,
a
to keep you
religious.
clean.
No,
Yeah, it's a religious
You
thing.
just put it back in you. Right? That is just
No,
that
but
is what a religious.
no, but
Yeah,
that's
it
the
was
religious background for cleanliness.
But
Yeah,
then
the Jews,
you don't have much.
Jews
You don't have
used
much
to
parents doing that with the
circumcise
boy
based
children.
upon their teachings
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Torah, that kind of thing.
But you don't do
But
that
that
much
religious-
today. Yeah.
With that.
Yeah, people
You
in the
don't
Muslim and the
circumcise much
Catholic
that?
communities to circumcise.
What?
Muslim
I
and Catholic
wouldn't-
communities
Yeah, no,
to circumcise.
some,
And I know some, yeah,
Yeah.
they still practice
So that
it.
was the rite of passage where you're coming from boy to man.
Yeah.
And that was your indication as a boy, you get up in the morning and it's like, who is it? You know? And we know females do have that vibration, but they keep it to themselves.
Yeah, they have a different
No,
kind of
not
vibration.
all. Not all females just get that. I don't know
But
about that. I don't know about that.
some. And
Yeah.
what I think we said she never went through that.
That. Yeah.
Yes, so we big up this Bartholomew on the live as well.
It was a
Sonali, good
reason
afternoon.
to keep the penis clean. So she's also saying to keep the penis clean.
But
Yeah,
today you could keep the penis clean. You
Well,
could
I
keep the
don't
penis
know.
clean today.
I remember talking to a man who was circumcised, and he said, he was circumcised, but he really believed that skin have a purpose.
It has a
on
purpose.
The thing.
Yes.
Yeah, because
yes.
when you remove it, he just find that he not getting the pleasure that he's supposed to
Right,
get.
so-
He said he
Yeah.
ain't know because he never really had it. He ain't know. But,
So when a boy is circumcised, what happens is that now the head is exposed, right? And keeps rubbing on the underwear. And what happens for protective purposes, the body now renders the head less sensitive.
yeah.
Yeah, but also to Shilon, it's a protection for men, especially when you when you balancing books. You don't want the extra or the external hairs to cut the little boy. So you have to be,
And
it
then
protects
that
it.
was a biological protection because the
Thank
body
you.
does not
Yep.
know that we wear clothes.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
again, but that's why we go here,
Yeah.
genitalia and under the armpit.
So
something
so
because
ladies
the body is not
outside
aware.
there, so to the ladies outside there, women, normally keep our clothes on whole night?
So if you're now joining us, this is what you're cooking, right? You want to do the original cuckoo, Cameron ball and fudge. And also Dali would like to get involved with this kind of, the food aspect of the scenario. And we asking the ladies and the men, could you remember your first time you had a wedding? And that for guys would be the time that you become turning boy into man.
Manhood.
Every
Yeah,
boy would
manhood.
have that.
Yeah.
Right? So I needed to make for anybody of the importance of late. But some ladies do go through it. And that is a very interesting question. She can answer my next question, but she can answer that question I asked.
Well, the question is not from me. It is from somebody who is not present at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, what was your
Right?
We know who's that.
I feel so.
Right.
I feel so.
So, the first one, so, ladies, if it is a guy calls you and say, let us go to a resort or a hotel, right, a guest house. And then when you reach, you realize you have no money to pay. What will you do?
How you mean?
I'm going back home.
That's the question for the ladies.
Look for the river.
I walk with my vex
the
money.
bush.
I'm going back home.
Oh, let matter. Look for the river, the bush.
You feel like walking up by that, going by that resort with no money on me? I have
But
no
by the way,
passage to reach back home.
By the way, Shamika, is this
Yeah.
resort a resort we hear every day on the live?
Everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I don't mind. Yeah.
But it could be anyone. Right?
When I
I
say
just-
resort, I think
But
in
I-
fancy.
No,
Me
resort,
and
hotel.
But
That's the resort, hotel, or
But
guest house.
Sholan, I am wondering if this individual who asked this question have experienced that.
experience that. Yeah, I wonder if they experience that.
Well,
Yes,
that's a
very
good
cool.
question.
As I said before, you consider arrested.
I
So
will.
people in what you're cooking. We
Yeah.
have a Milanese
Oh.
chicken here. We have Mike Bertie TV on the inside. And we are
Oh my God.
We asking the
No
question.
money in your pocket. But you
You're
want to
broken.
share pigtail.
But
No.
that's what we discuss because if
Yeah,
I
but-
carried somebody
Yeah.
somewhere, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Just if I carried you, I have to make sure money.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird. And if I know I don't
Yeah.
have, I might say, well, girl, pressure girl,
I don't have,
I'm gonna take
yeah.
one for the team today, you know.
Yeah.
Something like
Simple.
Right,
Unless
so that
Sholan is a quickie. Is a quickie.
Yeah, but
So
then your boss
nobody
will
thought
say,
about
"Oh, you
money.
don't have." You ain't gonna wait till you reach the place and then say, right?
Then say you have no money, but what
yeah,
madness?
that kind of way.
Yeah, I find that way
that,
too.
right? That real weird. Next question, Pika.
Yes, for the guys. If it is, you're not going to get in to the big
not going
people
to get
business.
What do you
Yeah.
all I see again threatening here? All I realize again threatening here. Oh.
And
All I get
This
threatening at the side here by the
woman-
CEO, you know.
yes, she's telling you behave yourself.
No.
And
How
the
you hear that?
woman-
She didn't say that. She didn't say that. She didn't-
And the woman bust her fat.
Hold on.
Right?
Hey,
Same time, when I get in and she bust her fat.
all again ridiculous
What
to these
is
questions,
going on?
boy.
As I say, these are not my questions. The questions are from the person who is not present at the moment.
That individual
Oh, God.
will ask that type of question. That is some
Right, so
experience. That is
Where's
experience.
the answer? What you gonna do?
Nothing. Continue.
Lion, what you gonna do?
Well, I believe in the 5-second rule. I practice the 5-second rule because you never know what
Where's
will
the
happen.
5 seconds?
Yeah,
Where's the
if
5-second
when we
rule?
come back, people, we're gonna
Listen,
Sholan,
Yes,
with the 5-second rule, Sholan. Sholan, with the 5-second
come
rule.
back to that.
Nah.
I have always practiced the 5-second rule, so I play some music. And when we come back, we will be discussing how we implement the 5-second rule, guys, when you're balancing the books, as Mike does say. And let's say, some gases came out.
Is
Yeah?
it going to be NP? NP gas?
When we come back.
Oh my God.
Boom, boom, boom.
So yeah. You're listening to the Burn Team crew alongside Radio Irie. We're discussing what you're cooking today and all kind of madness. So we'll be back in a short.
Girl, you are a queen to me, and I'm so proud that I'm your king. You bring up the sense to reality,
It's a Beefy Friday. Grab a hearty and healthy beef burger and fries that is freshly prepared just for you by Burn Team Meals. Just WhatsApp 346-8730 to place your order. And we're gonna have a very beefy Friday.
So yeah, we back.
Yeah.
I want to hear about this 5-second rule. First time I'm hearing
waiting.
about this.
I waiting. Kind of mad thing.
5-second rule.
Hello, Shalon, stop blocking her, man.
You know, here's what we to see.
But that's a very interesting topic, you know, because it's something that happen regular, especially when you're balancing the books. I don't know if it's because it's a normal thing that you always get that kind of gas reaction, that kind of poopsing reaction whenever you're balancing.
When your body
the books.
relax.
I don't know if it's for women, if it's something that men don't experience, but women experience a lot. So I don't know if it's something to do with your body, or if it's to do with the fact that you're taking too many air, or is it too much air while balancing the book? What is it?
Where you taking in the air, Mike?
What you expect?
Well, I wonder.
So how does that happen then? when you balancing the books?
Mike, I think Mike talking about the next thing, you know. The next thing that has happened,
Yes.
not the passing gas. No, he's talking when the air go up now and you queefing. That's what he's talking about.
What's the reason for that? What's the reason for that?
That's when air going, too much air.
I never experienced the farting part. Nah.
Well, I want to know what fasting is talking about. When they're talking about
that.
gas,
Well, I want to know.
why
Because that will happen often.
Yeah.
fasting when they having
Balancing the books.
yeah.
There's something wrong.
Yeah. Something wrong?
Yeah,
Something more than
something
wrong.
wrong and true.
Something more than wrong.
I know what to know about what is this?
So
I know saying I don't know about
did we add breadfruit to all of this? Or Shatine breadfruit?
Or the origin of oil dung.
Well, I think oil don't come from Venezuela too.
True. I
Yeah.
thought that was an African dish.
But breadfruit, Shatine. Breadfruit Shatine. Where is that?
I know.
Breadfruit shatine
He talking about breadfruit and he talking about shata.
and shatine. Oh, two different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two different things. Yeah. So Mike said he will
Sherlon didn't come back to
continue.
tell me the 5-second rule. I don't know Sherlon
Yeah.
trying thing, you know.
Yeah.
He trying a thing.
He did try nothing and true. So we will hear about the 5 seconds rule
The what?
when he decide the 5 seconds rule when he decides to come in and let us know what that is about.
Mike,
so
you
people
know anything
today
about
is
these
what
5
they're
seconds?
cooking. Mike, I know it is. Mike waiting to hear what it is right now.
Yo. Well, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know if all
Loud
listen
and
here.
clear.
I don't know if all listen here.
We hearing you.
Oh, you sure, boy?
We hearing you loud. Mhm.
Right. So, love in the house, man. Big up everybody on the live. Yeah? Big up them and those who are past and gone and those who are still here. Right. So, When you're balancing, I mean, Mike, so you in your lengthy life, you never came across a time where a little gas pass in between, like, I ain't, man.
Mike, you think, you know?
Right? So my 5 second rule is once everything going good, Mike for them Mike can talk, man. So my 5 second rule is once everything going good, right? And let me say something fast, I just hold my breath for 5 seconds.
So wait. So you telling me?
Wait. What I want me explain this to? What I want me explain it. Mike, you can't tell me that let me say a thing going good and a little thing pop out. It squeeze out, she hold it in and it go in she hit your silencer. Right?
You just feel the breeze blow by your leg.
Right. So my rule is 5 seconds because you get enough time to air out now. So I hold it by breath. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5, and I breathe out.
Yeah, but wait. Just now.
Yeah.
So where your
It
face?
don't matter where my face is because Mike, you don't know what is happening. Next thing now, you're deep sea diving.
Well, that's a different story.
Well, let me get this thing serious.
Yeah, but
now,
I normally keep on a fan. I just normally keep on a fan.
Now imaginary in this place, boy.
Yeah, but I just normally keep on a fan.
Real talk or we talking fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just keep a fan on.
Verena, you know it as some silencer, Mike.
Yeah. But it's 5 seconds enough?
No, that's my 5 seconds.
That's why I want to know.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
I'm a 5 seconds.
But
5 seconds.
Right.
If it's after 5 seconds and you breathe out, and if you take your next breath,
what has happened?
You go again and take our next breath?
You take a breath?
Yeah. And it continue.
I be honest. You see, Mike, before you when this thing happening, next thing there's a saltfish man. So next thing, son, and she let go something, she feeling shame, she hold it, all she too curling. Kill you then before you balance, kill you go. Huh? Marina, you're so curling. Kill the man there, it's because you're deep sea diving, good not knowing you're holding back me fast.
Yeah, but then again, Sherlon, the danger of that, Sherlon. Hey, Lion, the danger of that is this. This is the danger. You imagine, but you can imagine.
You going and stop?
No.
Right. You and your wife balancing. So because thing up, that's the other.
No. Because at the end of the day, when you deep side, you deep sea diving, and I'm hands in the back of your head like that, and don't want to move, and then cloud 9. How the hell you moving?
You better tell you. If you know when you're freestyle, when you're swimming, you can turn to the side and breathe.
Yeah, you can turn to the side. Sometimes you don't get enough time to turn to the side, you know. Yeah, you don't get enough time. When that grip hold you, Sherlon, like that. When that grip hold you like that, how you turn it from side to side?
I understand your pain, you know. I understand your pain, but that's why I would do. Right now, that's the best I could do.
Well, it has never happened.
Time call for desperate measure.
Well, I want to publicly say,
wicked, Mike. She had to be wicked knowing she want to fart and keep your head deep.
And hold your head up. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're going. I want to
exhale and you to see your way. So if she holding your head and for spite she want to fart, she wickedness.
Yeah, but so that means she don't want you to exhale, only to inhale.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but what if, Sherlon, what if it happened the same time, you know?
It is happening.
While she reaching and she height.
You see,
while she reaching the height, the gas come out, so she holding down the head now to keep that feeling.
5 seconds. Yeah, the 5 seconds go help you. Let breathe out.
Hold your breath. Hold your breath.
Remember when you let go. You want to survive the first blast. It's like a nuclear war. You want to survive the first initial blast, right? So that first initial blast is about 5 seconds to capture myself.
No comment. They go kill you this evening.
Right?
So where did Fudge
Now,
Tambran
if
Ball?
I'm in a position where I could breathe,
Mhm.
and the initial blast, the second blast worse than the first,
Mhm.
I go come up, take a breath, and then, you know, understand what I say?
Yeah,
Until
yeah,
the
but not
nuclear
all the
war
time.
is
Yeah, not all the time. They just give you the opportunity to come up.
True. But I
Nah, man. Women just feel bad for that too, though.
yeah, I
Women just
think
feel bad when that
a woman,
happen.
if
It's
she know,
embarrassing.
she go in and she go get out of the room. She wouldn't squeeze you down and time. I mean, it could happen,
Yeah.
but at least she would feel shameful.
But what if she tell you before?
Nah, you
Thing
can't
going
tell.
on and you just say, I want to part.
Nah,
Yeah, but
nah, you go break man concentration. What
I
kind of
get
mad
you.
thing is that?
Mike,
You go break man concentration.
Mike,
You can't do that.
yeah.
My grandson
Yeah.
parrot. My grand. Say
Oh,
hello.
Yeah,
My grandson
you got
parrot.
Polly on the inside.
Yeah,
You got
Polly.
Polly.
Oh, you really saying hello there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Polly say hello. Hello,
Yeah.
Polly. Hello.
Good afternoon.
No. That's Mike. That's Mike.
Yeah, we know that's my dear now.
Right. So I mean, ladies, what you would do? Because it have moments where it's very funny, strange happenings in the room, in the bedroom. You know, we like to make everything so all perfect, right?
Yeah.
So ladies, what would you would do in that situation, right? Right now, you're done by the Tambran ball.
Trying to taste a little piece of the fudge.
Yeah,
Try to taste a little piece of the fudge. Yeah.
You know, so you're dealing with the Tambran, right? And the boy eat a curry, and curry, remember food place so far, eat a curry only.
Mm-hmm.
And he let go a silencer. Marina, how you handle
But I don't follow the 5-second rule, you know. You can't kill it. You can't kill it because you're studying. Watch this. The Tambran ball going good, and the bygone stand up hard.
Yeah.
You ain't want that to die. You understand?
Exactly.
So you had to,
You
do
have
a little 5 seconds and show and say.
tell all you that my Lord has worked, my Lord has come in good. 5 seconds, you balance out,
You
you
use
breathe.
your hand in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will agree with Verena on that one.
Yeah. Mike. Bye-bye.
Mike.
Let me hear what you see. You're going to be saying based upon that kind of scenario.
She not coming now. She outside busy.
Right?
But Rihanna, why would you use your hand?
I mean, while she breathing,
Hear me?
while she taking she
I'm
breath.
trying to breathe, so I ain't want you lose concentration either, so
Because
come on for some air and
Yeah.
while I'm catching myself, I using my hand.
Well, Sonali is saying tulum, so she adding a little something inside. Tulum is a treat from the West and Central African.
Yeah.
Of course, it wasn't until the first set of plantations that enslaved
Use
the product of molasses for binding and sweetening.
Right. Good vibes. So now give me some answers in that scenario here. Very good. We want to know how would you handle that mishap? You understand? Right? How would you deal with it? You know? My 5-second rule is across the board, it's a universal.
Across the board, yeah, man.
I go in 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Mike.
2 seconds.
How 2 seconds, Mike? Is 2 seconds even enough?
Yeah. I just breathe real good, I a good swimmer, I just swim good, I can stay like 5 minutes underwater without breathing. No matter. When it comes to saltfish, the most economical food for mankind today, you can't take no chances. You can't take no chances. Once you start to taste that saltfish, And once it doesn't have bone, where's all the stories?
So Mike saying he doing 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Mike, he go hold he breath 5 minutes and all.
Yeah, all your mad, yes. It's survival for the fittest, you know. This wrong, you know. Survival. But Tulum, why we call it Tulum Bum Bum in Trinidad?
I don't know why some people just call it Tulum Bum Bum.
Yeah. Sonali, tell us, why do we call Tulum Tulum Bum Bum? No, we call it Tulum Bum Bum.
This is the first time I'm hearing that.
You serious? Okay. Tulum Bum Bum. Could I get Tulum Bum Bum there, please?
Yeah, then, I hear older people saying that, not the younger one.
Yeah, then we have Benebol.
Benebol.
Probably a good Tobago.
That's
because in Tobago.
Tobago.
Yes. Yeah. Probably people in Tobago will give a bigger idea what Benebol is, because that's something they sell a lot in Tobago, Benebol.
You know, long time they used to actually have a mint as well, but they stopped selling that.
The mint?
Yeah,
True.
the mint. Okay. Yeah, the candy cane, right?
Oh, yes.
They don't sell that again. You don't get that again.
Right. Kezabol.
They didn't pass it on.
You know it's Kezabol?
Yeah. No. What's that?
Is that sweetie?
I hear that.
I know tomato ball.
I can't remember what it.
Well, look at this. Today, most of those things from the past, we don't have them anymore. Even the fruits and the trees, you don't see them growing on the land in Trinidad and Tobago anymore. Because all types of trees, all type of fruit trees. So now you say, in case of passing gas.
Once it ends, still 5 seconds rule and back to me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I can't go no 5 seconds. I can't go no 5 seconds. I'm sorry, Sonali.
5 seconds rule and back to you, boy.
2 seconds. When I'm the heights of ecstasy, while you next to me, I go take 5 seconds?
Right. So normally we always touch on some of our folklore. So we have a clip that we want you all to weigh in on from Trinidad and Tobago, our folklore. So we want you to take it in, man.
Forests are dangerous places to pre-industrial populations. There's wild animals in there, they're dark and mysterious. So it's not surprising that for any peoples who lived close to forests, you would develop a body of folklore that had to do with the dangers of the forest.
The chief figure in the folklore, as far as I know it, and he was always there, and he has always been there, is Papa Bois. Papa Bois is reputed to be the guardian of the forest. I guess this is a retention to tales way before we can remember, way before this century, of guardians of the forest and so on. And Papa Bois was supposed to be, he was a shapeshifter, as many of them were. So he could appear as anything, but usually he appeared as a large, horned, hairy creature. And he was not against hunting, but he was against indiscriminate hunting. Maybe that was a sort of an environmental control in those times, because people were killing out the animals and so on.
I'm not certain of what shape he assumes, but judging from an Alf Caballo painting, Papa Bois has horns and he has a cloven hoof. I'm reminded of the figure of Pan, who in Greek Roman mythology had a similar stature as a nature deity. He played a pipe made out of reeds, and he was half man and half goat.
Historically, these creatures exist as myths in other cultures around the world. But to this day, the forests of Trinidad continue to hold secrets that stir more than just the imagination.
It has been put forward that Papa Bois is not a mythological character, that there was a point in time, several hundred years ago, in the early days of Trinidad, that Trinidad actually possessed a Bigfoot. This is a point of view that I have heard, that foresters, hunters, people who live in the high woods have experienced A long time ago, the presence of or actually saw the old man of the forest.
These hunters would tell you first-hand experiences of encounters with these strange creatures, and they wouldn't lie. They're telling you they've seen it, they've experienced it. It's no figment of the imagination. They were not drunk or tired or hallucinating because the dogs were there and there were other people with them. They were witnesses, and these creatures do exist.
Throughout the decades, hunters have claimed to have encounters with a man-like creature of the forest. At the risk of being ridiculed by their peers, they remain true to the stories and are convinced that what they saw was real. Denton Lorenko, a jeweler by trade, relates his own experience of what he saw as a teenager.
I was about 15 years old, now attending St. Mary's College. And what I used to do as a pastime, I would make crab traps, and there were blueback crabs in abundance. I had approximately 20 traps, and I was down to probably the last 5. I felt a presence as if I was being watched. I could also smell the creature. I thought it was the people living on the beach. They had goats, but there were no goats around. I couldn't hear the goats, I couldn't see the goats. So I stood up and I started to look around me to see what it is that is there, this presence. I was very close to an immortal tree, and there were lots of liane vines coming off of the tree. When I look closely at the vines, there I noticed this creature standing up straight, looking at me through the vines. At first I thought, well, it could be the vines, how it's shaped or whatever. I'm getting an illusion, right? So I walked up slowly, and I'm like probably 4 feet away from it because it's just behind the vines. It was also covered in coarse hair, very, very coarse hair. I was in total shock seeing this thing, being so close to it, and I could actually smell it more so than ever now. I never saw anything like it. Even though it was covered completely in hair, totally, from head to toe. The eyes were the most prominent feature that you could see on its face. Those 2 eyes, and they were big and round. But why I was so scared is the fact that even though it was 3.5 feet tall, it was stronger than you and me put together. It could rip you apart if it wanted to. I took the fastest way out of the swamp. I dropped my cutlass, and I left my crab traps and my bag and everything, and I ran straight home. I would meet other people from the village that would set crab traps as well. And we would work different parts of the swamp. And I met a guy once, and I told him my experience. And he told me, he said, you know, Denton, you saw a Papa Boy, you know.
They tell me things like that. They saw Papa Boy with animals and so on. Couldn't be true. I don't know if they wanted to make up a story or if they believed that's what they saw. But one hears these things and hears it as something real. I know it couldn't be real. I think you believe, you know.
So you have these creatures, and I believe that what happens is that these creatures, you know, there's an intermarriage of mythologies, so that aspects of European mythology, God and devil, get mixed up with African myths and maybe other kinds of mythologies. Amerindian myths might be in operation as well. So we create these figures as part of our maybe adjustment to our own society, as our ancestors kind of accommodated themselves to the new conditions. They didn't lose their myths, but they merged them with other people's mythologies.
Remember that all the people who came here after the end of slavery did not find an empty place. They found a culture that was already lively, developing. It was basically an African-European, African-French culture. So all the people coming in had to some extent, adapt to that culture. Of course, we know they struggled hard to retain their ancestral cultures, but they were coming into a society where a European-African cultural fusion, what we have come to call Creole culture and a Creole society, was already in place. And so for the Chinese, the Indians, to a lesser extent the Portuguese, Syrian, Lebanese coming in, they had to deal with an already existing mixed, fused culture.
Yeah, that is true, Sonali. Very true.
Well, let's talk to me. I know I like to bring, we had a Seaweed culture. Remember, we had a little discussion before. Mike, let's tell me, way in, man.
I love it. I love it. They're very good storytellers.
Yeah.
Especially the one who experienced Papa Boy. You hear if he was talking? Good storyteller, I know.
But that look like a man who lived in the bush for years.
What was nice about it, it brings me back to my days now, boy. When I was on 13 and thing.
Yeah.
And we used to be in the mangrove, so he used to call it his swamp, but the crab trap thing and going through the mangrove. We used to hunt caiman.
Yeah.
And what used to happen is that people who, like foreigners, we used to hunt the caiman, dry it out, cut open everything, dry it out and varnish it and sell it. Right? So when we used to go in the mangrove to look to hunt for caiman and that kind of thing, you're just hoping that the mother not around, because if the mother realizes you're going with the young, it's problems. We lost about 2 dogs of that. But the immortal tree, I made sure and cut. They have a vine that has grown from the immortal tree. That when I cut that vine, it never, ever, ever rot. Now I have it home in my room up to this day. That immortal tree is a thing. Yeah, I have it in my room still. And that from since I was 13, it never rotten. So it's very interesting.
Immortal tree.
Yeah, the immortal tree. Yeah. So what is if you on Papa Boy hydrants on your face straight?
Jizan, you just have to go online later. Like you're going to lime.
It's like for anybody else, boy. They have more weight than me. Right? Yeah, Mike, talk to me. Chica, Papa Boy, what's the vibes? That was the scenario. What are you thinking about that vibration?
The first thing come to mind with Papa Boy is Bigfoot.
Right, the description.
Yeah.
But
you think they didn't see
man who was in his
swamp. That kind of myth, Bigfoot down in the forest. That's that kind of
the swamp monster.
The man who dropped his cutlass and run. He said that the Papa was like 3 feet,
feet tall.
So it was 3 feet tall. So it's not no Bigfoot.
So that is so are you saying that is a buck?
I'm not saying
no,
it's a buck.
A buck smaller than that.
So what we say, when you're in the bush, because fellas who've been in the bush, my guy, if you had them boys, we from Scouts, so we used to be in the bush, we used to be
I was a scout.
Yes. That's where I come from. So yes, really?
Yeah, now. When I was younger, I like to go outside and thing. We had fowl and thing in cage and whatever, so we going outside and thing. And I saw this little thing like a little man hopping in the grass. So it's dry grass because dry leaves because it's a mango tree now. And I swear from all the stories and things that I hear with folklore that was a buck.
So you see
that was when I was small. It looked like a little man.
You really see that?
Boy. I think I was in primary school still.
Which part of Trinidad? What part of the country?
Reform. Before you reach Reform, how many whole area there?
No, all you don't realize that all these things, these folklores, they don't ever come from the west. They mostly come from the south side of Trinidad.
The countryside, Moruga,
and
Rio
also
Claro.
It's associated with forested areas.
Always, as they say in the thing. Yeah.
They can't come to tongue. So, if they come to tongue, you know what happening?
It have no bush. It have no bush.
No.
We don't go and hide and live.
Them getting robbed. Oh, they will come to tongue. They will get robbed. Yeah, they will come to Potter Spain. But most of the folklore.
Something hairy.
Yeah, but most of the folklore. But most of the folklore
But I didn't
chica
really.
is
I
really in the
didn't see what it
countryside.
was.
It's really countryside. You don't hear folklore
It
nowhere
could
else.
have been
So you
a
didn't really
frog.
see.
Mm-hmm.
No, it could have been a frog or whatever. But because of the stories and stuff that I heard,
Stories, yeah.
you know,
Get told that
I
you would have
swear
seen.
it's a buck. I see.
That story of that
But I
bucket
know,
is real.
I know that it wasn't real.
But
I know it's not. It wasn't real, you know. But you know,
They say the
because of the
bucks come
stories,
from
you
Guyana?
swear when you see this thing, you swear that's what it is you're seeing. Because all the images in your mind of the stories that you hear,
But
it's not really
Sonali,
the thing. It's just your mind.
read what Sonali say.
Bananas.
You know,
Give it
up
some
till
milk
today,
and
I'd have been rich today. I would have been real
Yes.
rich.
Yes.
But
It has some
places like
persons that
Guyana,
say-
places like Guyana,
Mhm.
most of these true folklore, Guyana, St.
And
Vincent,
Haiti.
and Haiti, those three countries. So it's a form of transportation from those countries to Trinidad and Tobago, because you know we had a lot of Ghanaians here, we have plenty Vincentians here, and a few Haitians, but mostly
And they say
Ghanaians.
the buck originated in Guyana.
Yeah,
The
but
story
because
about the buck.
remember, Trinidad and Tobago was partly populated by Guyanese and Vincentians.
Mhm.
So their folklore coming over to TNT is something that we accepted in our time too. Because
And you see Sonali
have-
coming.
you have
Same way how
business
devils
people.
just be in song,
Yeah.
dress up, and be among them like normal.
Yeah. But remember, business people in Port of Spain, you hear they talk about they having box. People passing down Frederick
For
Street
success.
and seeing box in the stores to protect the stores. How true is that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
And they say the Guyanese used to bring bucks in their suitcase and the luggage and thing when they come in from Guyana.
I
When
hear
they come in the country, they used to bring them in their suitcase.
My first
In
my
a
children mother
Yeah.
grandfather.
Small.
My
It's
children
small.
my
Just
children
small.
grandfather. My children mother grandfather had a ring on his finger, and he never take it off till he died. He never take it off. I remember having a conversation with him, and in his gallery, and he said that ring he got it from Guyana is a ring of protection. And there we were talking because he was saying that it ward off evil. No, tell me,
Like myself, it is one me up.
tell me.
No, but hear this now.
It is
Listen to
one
this
me
one. I had a friend who I used to talk with in San Fernando area.
So we cooking
And he
food
was,
now.
It looks
What we
so.
cooking?
he was fat.
I cooking dal.
The guy was
I'm gonna do
fat,
some
right?
dal
He
just
was
now.
overweight.
I'm not cooking nothing.
If you see his face was
Jezan,
fat and
what you
round,
cooking?
right? He
I'm
was
not cooking
big.
anything.
And he went to Tobago and got a guard ring, like
no,
what
no,
Mike
no,
saying.
no, I cooking anything today.
Yeah, go ahead.
And strike.
Great, very
He
now.
went to Tobago, got this guard ring, right? And he lost all his weight. He come down like a real skinny man, right? So when I see him, I knew him when he was skinny, right? But when he showed me his pictures, he showed me how fat he was. His ID card and all have a big fat man on it, right? Same face, but he's fat. He get the ring. No, not only that, right? When he is transforming, so he does transform into like a kind of goat, right?
Oh
Not
my God,
physically, but
transform.
yeah, he does bear like a goat. He's making noise of a goat, and he's get real thirsty. Yeah, and he's get real thirsty. Now I experienced this with him because he went to church, and you know
Did
the
he get
pastor praying for
a
him.
mental evaluation?
So the pastor is praying and trying to get whatever demon off of him. And she says, don't give him any water. And he is there in the crowd asking everybody for water. And he started to bear like a goat. And I was like,
The doctor on the inside.
Yes,
So
sir.
people they what they're cooking, right? She can't tell the people what they're getting later because we go out. We go out
Later
and
this evening.
Jezan cooking.
I
Jezan,
ain't cooking today.
where you want
No.
today, Jezan? Where you want
No,
today?
I'm going out now.
Aye.
They're ready.
she have a
Passport, my passport for
Take it
it.
easy.
The passport from you
Somebody go and get it done. Somebody go and get it done.
Right? She come up with
So
all
we
the
have-
apartheid. Chicken
the effects
burrito
of
and like
COVID-19 on the family, the blueprints, and the
some
topic later
decent
is
talk.
in insecurities.
Some decent talk, insecurities.
Good topic.
Jazan, I
Good
hope you
topic.
can listen to that.
I got
Yes,
some good
don't worry.
feedback on the poster that I sent out to a good bit of people. And this is going to be a brilliant topic they're going to try to listen to, especially my friend from the UK.
Nice. Yeah,
Because
but
that's a
last
very
time,
important topic, insecurity.
Yeah.
The UK is the number one represented people here.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
For real.
For real. That goes across the board. That's not just
Jisan,
people.
what bar you going in, girl?
I ain't going to buy yet. I'm going to eat food first and then buy later.
Okay.
Eat first.
No
She
comments.
ain't gonna try to get drunk and drink on an empty stomach.
No, you can't drink on an empty stomach. You
That
have
is why
to eat.
she tell all you this morning. That is why Jazan tell all you this morning she making sure everything right. Because when the passport come out in September, she could flex she body.
Everything hand. But then, true, do you really think it ever, like people who see these things, right? They say that they see it. Why do you think that they really make it? Well, Verena just said she had an experience with the guy.
My stepfather said he saw Sukunya. He saw a ball of fire. You know,
my mom said that too. So, but
yeah,
my
stepdad said he saw that.
Yeah.
And she used to wake up with the marks on her skin, eh? She used to wake up with the marks.
He did as well. Yeah, he did as well.
I think it seems like there's a particular or certain type of people experience these kind of experiences. Because it's something to do with your spirit too, eh? Your own internal being too, eh?
Like how
but they
nice
said the neighbor was the Sukunya.
Yeah,
the neighbor was
but
Sukunya.
That what he said
after
was
she
the
died,
neighbor.
the old lady, after she died, like my mom never saw it again.
No, but I tell you, that incident we had as young people coming from a party the night, heading across and far in front of us under a light was a horse. The man didn't have no head.
But I wonder,
last time
you know what
you
I
did not
wonder?
tell us you came from a party.
Oh God, we went and played a house party. We went and played a house party and we was going home.
No, so
There
now
was
we understand why you always exactly.
No, we wasn't drunk.
We
wasn't drunk. We don't drink. We were athletes. We were running. Who used to run for Trinidad? Who used to run for club? Trinity Striders, Burnley. So we ain't drinking. But we saw the white horse right in front of the girls' youth camp. We wasn't smoking neither. We went and wind up on a couple girls, but we wasn't smoking. Unless the girls are there for some bad spirit and we.
So Mike, let the people them know what they're looking forward to this evening after all this bacchanal talk, something decent.
Yeah. So yeah, Shamika in your house, and tonight, as she mentioned, last night we did a lot of culture things, some comedy and things. Tonight we probably will do part 2, so you can tune in at basically 8:30, and you could catch us here at Radio Irie. Come and enjoy some nice little music, enjoy yourself.
I know Verena that's speaking something.
Yeah, Verena always with me.
5:30, Mike. 5:30, what going on?
5:30. I mean, 5:30, what going on?
No, well, I want to let the people know what's taking place, man.
Right, so at 5:30, we discussing insecurities with our social worker,
and Verena.
Ms. Shamika James, including our guests,
subject.
our panelists will be Verena, and we're coming to discuss insecurities, which I think is a very good topic. So we inviting everybody, all those who locked on, because I've seen a lot of people who have sent the link to locked on. Come and tune with us, come and make your contribution, because I think this topic basically probably will cover most of the subject that Shamika have dealt with, because this is a very, very important topic, insecurity. So come and join us at 5:30.
When you're knocking your glass, it can fall in if you're knocking your glass.
Which glass? Oh, yeah.
Which glass?
She have no time. What glass?
Yeah, when I wouldn't hear that.
What glass?
I want to see how she will be behaving when she out there drinking.
What glass?
So we will
ask for the link when you're outside. Let me see England.
Hey,
and
we don't want no banks, but
we will know the husband having insecurities when she outside there.
Exactly.
We don't know banks.
That's a good one.
Hey, we don't know banks, but don't bring no banks.
Yeah, they got a leash round she neck. Right? So, people, we go on until 5:30.
Are we going to the music? So guys, catch us at 5:30, where we'll be talking insecurities, alright? The effects of COVID on the family, the blueprint. Catch you later.
Hey, it's a girl Chica J, and Burn Team TV is where we bring the vibes.
Burn Team TV is about merging online lives with basic unconventional raw nutrition services, giving it a TV effect while streaming live.